Howdy folkies, how's it going? Another little video for yourselves tonight. Was meant to be going out to Harpsdale this evening, but sort of last minute sort of family change in plans. My missus has had to vacate the building and see to something, which means I have to stay at home with the kids. So, well, they're in bed anyway. So I thought, do you know what? Since I can't go fishing tonight, I'll do a quick review of my last two rods that I've just purchased. The Max Catch Nano 9'4" weight and the Snowbee Diamond 2 9'5" weight. And I also just want to kind of show you the Hardy Marquis reel that I got for my birthday this year that Zoe, mother half, got for me. There's a boy in Fort William that refurbs a lot of these old Hardy reels, and he's got an eBay link. I'll see if I can find it and whack it in the description. My father's got a couple of reels from him over the last few years. The guy does a really good job. He replaces the parts and just does the reels up. And for a reel that's older than me, I mean, it's in cracking nick. That's the reel that I used in the video where I was using the Max Catch 4-weight rod, and it's a Marquis 7, and I must admit it. The diameter of the reel and the size of the actual reel and the weight goes well with the 4-weight rod, as opposed to putting it on like a 6 or 7-weight rod. It just looks a little bit too small diameter wise. And also, back on track, the Snowbee Diamond 2 that I got, as you've seen in my last couple of videos, that's been performing really well. So we'll get into it in just a moment. I was going to do Harpsdale tonight. Like I say, plans have changed. It's a nice strong wind. I was wanting to do fishing in a wind, in a really strong wind. It's like 30 mile an hour. Well, that's not really strong for up here. It is but a little breeze, but it's strong enough for you to go, should I go fishing or not? And I thought, bugger it, I'm going to go. And then plans have changed. That's my missus messaged me now. So anyway, I just want to show you guys a couple of things. So this is the Hardy Marquis. You all know what a Marquis looks like. This is the old original one. Let's see if I can show it to the camera. There you go, boom. This is in great condition. Look at it. Now, the guy that she got it from, he's really done a stellar job, pardon the pun, polishing the rim. Sorry, if you're not in the UK, you won't understand that euphemism. So yeah, look at that, perfect. Now this is the Marquis 7, as you can see there, and it's ideal. I mean, the camera blows things up. I mean, this might look big on camera, but really, it's not that big. I mean, I've got sort of average size hands, you know. I don't have hands like Andre the Giant, but that for me is quite a small diameter spool. It's quite a narrow spool as well, as you can see there. But I'm very chuffed with this. And the guy actually put one of the original Hardy counterbalance weights on the spool as well. I mean, the drag for these Marquises isn't going to be anything like the modern reels that we have. It's quite a light drag, even when you've got it on full blast. There's, you know, it's not gonna stop a tarpon, put it that way, or a trout that's of decent weight that's running. You still have, obviously these were designed to palm, which I like to palm up my reels. You've seen this in my videos. Even I use the drag. I always make sure I put enough drag on my reels, on all my reels, that I don't bird's nest, you know. And also you will see me adjusting my drag settings on my reel when I'm playing at a decent fish. But I do like I like the hands-on approach. I like open cage reels, preferably, so I can still have control of my fingers. So yeah, this is a lovely, lovely reel. And for the age of it, with a lot of Marquis reels, you tend to find that the paint is chipped either through the main fascia here or along the edges. Now this reel, it was probably made well before I was born. I was born in 1980. And this is probably predating that, like maybe 1973, possibly 1968 even, 69, 70 onwards. All I know is my dad's got two original ones that he's had for over 50 years. And yeah, the guy's replaced the rivets here, the rivets. There's a tiny wee little scuff here, look, on that little button there. But what do you expect for a reel that's best part probably 50 years old? But there's one or two tiny, I don't even see it guys, one or two tiny little, where you can see it's been rested on maybe a rock or two or on the grass, but the paint hasn't come away. That's in excellent condition. I just love that sound. I love that sound. And that's with this, Airflow, what was it, Airflow Superflow Universal whatever it's called, Kraken line. Beautiful little reel, really enjoyed that, and it goes well with the Nano. So here's the Nano. Now, nice little Burlwood reel seat, as you can see there. I mean, this isn't a £200–300 rod. Like, you know, my guideline rods that I've got, my Fario Classics, they were 320. So good sort of middle of the range price for those rods. This was 128 quid. I mean, we've done a lot of renovations in the house recently, so money is a little bit tight. I still have some money to burn, so I thought, listen, I want a nice cheap 4-weight. I don't want to go spending 700 quid or 400 quid or 300 quid or even 200 quid on a rod when I've got maybe 130 to spare 1 month. I thought I'll just get myself a little 4-weight. And you know, everyone's banging on about these max catches, and I must admit they're not bad. Nice quality Burlwood reel seat, decent aluminium up-locking nuts, and I can't remember what this bit is called, the reel foot thing. It's not bad quality, and I always look along the edges here to make sure there's no gaps or imperfections when I'm scanning, you know, when I'm specking out a rod, you know. It's actually not too bad, I mean, for the price that you pay, and the cork as well. Maybe you can see that the cork. There's maybe a couple of wee bits of filler that I can see over time that might come away, but I've used it a couple of times already, and you know, so far so good. It's a nice sort of blue coloured blank. Snake intermediate guides. It's got one ceramic stripper guide on it on the second section. Yeah, not a bad reel for the money that I paid. Here's the Diamond 2. I had about 150 quid to spare when I got paid this month after paying off all my debts and stuff. So I thought, right, I want another rod. I want another 5-weight. I've already got a Guideline Katem. I've used that a few times over the last few years. I want another 5-weight, and this was on offer in Uttons. And I must admit, I've never thought I'd ever own a Snowbie. Not because they're like mega expensive or anything like that. I just didn't really give two monkeys about the brand, to be honest with you. And I just thought, well, do you know, I like the look of this. Nice olive coloured blank. All the whippings are like olive and silver. It's very well sort of varnished. Again, decent handle here. It's got a bit of rubberized cork at the tip and at the base, just to avoid any sort of wearage. And again, I look around the edges here to make sure there's no gaps or like anything that's going to look like it's going to come apart. The reel seat again, Burlwood. I do like that Burlwood. It reminds me of my Guideline Fario Classics that I've got in the house. Decent aluminium, solid skeleton frame on the reel seat here. Really good quality metal components here. In fact, it feels a bit more quality than the Max Catch. That's because obviously Snowbie's a more reputable brand. It's been around a lot longer, and you know, it's a slightly smaller half Wells grip. I mean, like I said, I don't have the biggest of hands, but you know, for my hand that sits well. It's a slightly bit thicker than most. Like my Guidelines are a bit more sort of thinner half Wells, but do you know what? I quite like that. And yeah, it's a very good quality cork handle. Again, very, very, very minor little bits of filler that they've put in it. Not big, huge chunks, which is good. So all in all, so far, so good. Quite happy with that. And it's a lovely olive colour. Snake intermediate guides, 2 Fuji ceramic stripper guides on that rod as well. So I'm quite happy, and it's performed rather well. Medium fast action, good bit of power in the butt. I'll put a little video on the end of this video here. I went fishing a couple of nights ago, again with the Snowbie. I'll just include that in the video just to show you. Fishing at night time, got 4 fish in 2.5 hours, eating live images again. Also, the other reel that you've probably seen in my videos is my old Grays G-Tech reel. Now, I've had this for 15 years. I was 28 when I bought this, and I got it from a company back in the day called, was it Fish Tech? They used to do, like, do you remember back in the day when they used to do fly reel outfits as opposed to like rod and reel outfits? You just get reel outfits. Well, this was a reel outfit with not spare spools, but had a couple of spare lines back in the day. This is the 350 model, which was designed for weights of 5 and 6, I believe. It's a 3.5 inch diameter. Great condition. I mean, I've used this a lot over the last 15 years, and there's barely got any gravel rash on it. I mean, you might not even be able to pick it up. I mean, I've literally got a couple of tiny little things there. I've never taken it boat fishing before. I do find that when you do go boat fishing, you scratch the hell out of your bloody kit. I don't do a lot of boat fishing, to be honest with you. As you know, I'm more of a bank angler. But I love this reel. I love this reel. Need to use it a little bit more often. So I've got this 5-weight Rio Gold on it, which is lovely. On all my lines, I use the Roman Moser Minicon loops. Great little loop set. I've used them for donkey's years. What I like about this reel in comparison to my other reels that I've got is the free spool. I mean, look at that. I mean, it's got a great drag on it. A very good drag on it. It's got a nice audible, as you've heard in the videos. It's got a really nice audible drag, you know? I mean, this thing can literally stop a bus when it's on max. But I love that sound. But just look how quick I can just spool that in. With other reels, you know, when you've got slack line and you're hooking into fish and you want to get onto the reel, you try to palm it in. Some reels don't move as freely as this does, but this thing is literally just, if you get it right. See there, it just spins. You'll see in one of the videos there when I hooked into the fish just to get rid of the slack line, I just literally went like that a couple of times and then the line was up. Very, very, very smooth. I can't get over how free that moves. But yeah, the drag on it is bang on. You don't get these reels anymore. I think they discontinued these a long time ago. A bit like the Hardy Demon reel that I've still got as well. They don't get that. You don't get those reels anymore. Even though Hardy have like renewed their Demon rods over the years, you would think that they would come up with a new Demon reel, but they'll quite happily update their rods and not their reels so much. But yeah, this is a cracking reel, and I use this on the Snowbie, as you've seen, and it's just a great all-round reel. You know, I've bought more rods over the years than I have reels, put it that way. It's lovely that. I really do enjoy that. So yeah, I just wanted to show you just some of the little bits of kit that I've been using of late, and how good a nick this reel is for the age of it. It's immaculate, and there's a tiny rub my nail down it. There's a tiny little scuff here where it's maybe been rested on the rocks right there. That's nothing. I mean, for a reel I'm 43, that's older than me, you know, and it looks great on a 4-weight. So yeah, I hope you've enjoyed me just showing you some of my stuff that I've got here. Hopefully going to get out on Sunday. Winds might be dying down. It's going to be quite breezy tomorrow, about 40-mile-an-hour winds. Not going to bother with that. I think what I'll do is I'll go out on Sunday for a wee cast at Harpsdale and give the Snowbie another round and see if we can get a few more fishies, if the weather's half decent, that is. I'm just going to stick a little video in the end here of me catching a fish the other night. I'm not going to bore you with too many fishing videos on this one, and I'll catch you on the next ones. Hope you've enjoyed this. Ding ding ding, like and subscribe if you've not already done that. Share it with your pals. And lads and ladies and lads, I'm going to go and watch the film and keep an ear out for the kids. All the best. Catch you in the next one. Cheers for now. Oh. Oh, this has been a bit difficult. I did have a fish before, but my GoPro wouldn't turn on. And I just casted this little size 14 sparkle done. And yeah, little fishy just stuck his lip up there. Not a huge fish, but listen, I'll take it in. These fish have been difficult tonight, to say the least. Oh. Right, go on there, out you come. Midges. There's a fishy over there. Little sparkle done. And oh, tell you something, these fish put a good scrap in this 5-weight. Oh, all the midges are eating my ear. Oy. They're eating my ear. Oh. Not a huge fish, but bloody hell, they're strong. Look at them. Good bend of that rod though.
Hey, wee bugger. Come here. Come on. Come on, in you come. In you come. Nope. Trying to get these little buggers' heads up sometimes can be a bit difficult. Come on. Where are you? Oh, I can eat my midges here, like. Not a big fish. He's strong. Right. Oh, come here. Oh, he's still boring his head down. Oof. Come on, you little bugger. Oof. Come on. Oh, I got midges chew my ear hole here. Oh, come on. Jeez, man, for a small fish, you're ballsy. Come on. Come here, midges. Come here. In you come. A bonny fishy. Oh, a bonny fish. Just get that fly out you got me. Thank you. There we go. Out comes the fly. I just watching these roast. Oh, quick show to the camera. I'm gonna get you back. Oh. Big tail. I had got a big tail on him. There we go.